What's happening, guys? Welcome to Let's Talk Comics, and today I would like to talk about the books that I am bringing to Heroescon to get signed. Heroescon is this weekend, starts on Friday, and I have went ahead. The guest list is now complete, so I've pulled everything that I want to get signed. Now, the stack here, as you can see, is pretty ambitious. It's not the most amount of things I've ever bought to get signed, but it's quite a bit more than in recent years. Part of that is because part of my I just turned 50 this year, and part of my birthday present I wanted was to go hog wild at Heroescon. My 50th birthday at Heroescon. I just kind of wanted to go a little hog wild, so to speak. So I grabbed a lot of stuff, and I want to go ahead and do a rundown of what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. Here on the top, we've got the Harrow County Compendium by Cullen Bunn. I absolutely fell in love with this book. I had heard it was good, and I picked up the compendium, and I did not know that it was going to be that good. I greatly enjoyed it from start to finish, and I really want to get Cullen Bunn's signature on it and tell him how much I appreciate his work. Then the next book I have here is Did You Hear What Eddie Gein Done? Gein, ever how it's pronounced. Now, Eric Powell is the artist on this. For those of you who do not know, this is a story put together through interviews and reports covering Ed Gein. Eric Powell did the artwork on it. Harold Scheichter, ever how you want to pronounce that, did the writing on it. But it is a really, really well done book. It is not as sensational as that Netflix miniseries was. This is a lot more of a, I think, authentic, what's the word I'm looking for here? Reporting deal. It's is more accurate right here as opposed to the Netflix show. Then I've got a lot of stuff for Larry Hama this year. I've got G.I. Joe Order of Battle. Now this here is essentially all of the file cards that he wrote, Larry Hama wrote for characters. And you've got the vehicles in here as well. And I want to get Larry Hama. Larry Hama individually, he wrote all the file cards. So this, and the file cards, I was telling a guy today at the comic book shop, the file cards are what really gave G.I. Joe characters, really set them apart. It gave everybody personalities, and this is just a collection of it. The other thing I have for Larry Hama is this is Cobra. This is the G.I. Joe Compendium. This is volume 1. This is the Cobra edition. I got a Cobra edition and I got a Joe edition. The Cobra edition, I think, looks really, really, really great. You see it's in this really nicely done hardbound. You've got Commander right here on the cover. The Cobra logo up at the top. And then on the back, you've got this really badass logo right here. So I'm going to bring this and get Hama to sign it, just because it's such a nicely done book. We got Marvel 2-in-1. This is the boxing match between Thing and the Champion of the Universe, written by Tom DeFalco and Ron Wilson. Both of them are going to be there, so I'm thinking about getting this signed. We have another G.I. Joe book. This is the Skybound variant of number 21, the all-silent issue. Daredevil Man Without Fear trade paperback by Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. John Romita Jr. is going to be there, so I am going to get him to sign it. He did the artwork on here. I've met JR a couple of times. He's always been really awesome guy to talk to. I remember the last time I met him and talked to him, I asked him if he preferred, as an artist, did he prefer street level stuff or did he prefer the big cosmic type of storylines? And he said, being a New York guy, he really prefers like the street level stuff, and I think that shows in his work. Then we've got Tom Scioli's Fantastic Four Grand Design. Looking forward to talking to him about this book and the Fantastic Four movie. Hayden Sherman, the artist on Absolute Wonder Woman. Going to get Hayden Sherman to sign this trade paperback right here. I absolutely love the dynamic pages that Hayden Sherman does. Jim Rugg's Hulk Grand Design. I don't know. I'm kind of flip-flopping on getting Jim Rugg to sign this. I do like the Grand Design books, but you know, I kind of feel like this one I can take or leave getting it signed. Transformers the movie. This is the Image reprint that just came out like 2 weeks ago. Ralph Macchio is going to be there, the writer for this. I'm going to get him to sign it because I love the Transformers. This is another John Romita Jr. book. Howard Mackey, the writer, is also going to be there. So I'll probably get both of these guys to double down on it. Then I have Daredevil #1 for Stephanie Phillips to sign. Now, I know she's the writer, but the sole purpose of me getting the blank cover is the blank cover is made of more sterner stuff. So it'll be a little bit easier for her to sign on as opposed to just a slick regular comic book. Then Star Wars A New Hope. I'm going to get Art Adams to sign this. This is a classic Art Adams cover. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Another Art Adams cover. And then I have got this issue right here. This is the Action Comics Annual that Art Adams drew as well. So I've got 3 books for Art Adams. I met Art last year, and I got him to sign a Kickstarter book of his. Super nice guy. Amazing Spider-Man Annual. This is the first appearance of Speedball. Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends, both of them worked on this annual here. So I'm going to try and get both of them guys to sign it. And then we have New Warriors Beginnings. This is a very old trade paperback of New Warriors. And this has the ongoing New Warriors book, which Fabian Nicieza wrote and Mark Bagley drew. But it also has the 2-part storyline that introduced New Warriors and Thor that Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends worked on. So if I can get DeFalco, Friends, and Bagley on this, that would be pretty cool. I already have Mark Bagley and Fabian have signed my New Warriors omnibus, but this is just like an old trade that I found. This is before trades were really a mainstream type of thing. And like I said, I didn't really plan on getting DeFalco, Friends, and Bagley, but as I was going through my books looking for stuff, double checking, I had a little bit of inspiration to bring it. So I've got quite a very ambitious stack, but hopefully I'll be able to get everything done. And if I don't get everything done, I'm still okay with that. I'm just going to try and just enjoy the con. As a 50-year-old, you know, this is how I wanted to spend my, even though my birthday was last month, at the con is kind of how I wanted to spend it. So I'm, you know, transferring all that energy from last month to this month. But I will definitely be making a lot of updates and videos from the con. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of rundown of everything that I was bringing and the reason I was bringing it. So that's everything. Talk to you guys soon, and can't wait for the con to start on Friday. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.